Hello, wonderful people. Welcome to Friday. How are you? Today I'm talking about hypnosis. I'm talking about hypnotized people. And I'm talking about why I think they are so stupid. You see, hypnosis shouldn't be stupid. Hypnosis can be very intellectual, very highbrow, very wonderful. So why are they so fucking stupid? I'll tell you all about it on the other side. So you heard me talk on Monday about the mask stupidity. And I've been doing a lot of pondering lately about where people are. You know, obviously all of us, I think, have really been disappointed by the lack of capacity of the world, you know, people in the world, this lack of ability to actually think. Yeah. And I know there are lots of theories about it, and you know, we've got this mass psychosis going on and stuff like that. However, what I'm aware of is that this has been planned for a long time. They've been working up to this for a long time, and this was the biggest social experiment that's ever been laid on mankind. But I'm also aware that they've been getting things in place, right? They've been getting, obviously, buying all of the media, so that they've got the media in place. That was very important, that they had the media, yeah. And also that obviously, if they have the media, they have the television, because the television is where we get most of our media from. And they've been, you know, adding all of these, you know, how many films have we seen with virus? You know, it's just endless. They've been feeding it for a long time. But I think there's something that happened that was the most important shift ever. And this happened, I don't know how long ago, when the televisions changed from analog to digital. Now, can you remember? It was like everybody was put under pressure. Everything had to be changed to digital, yeah, and it was like this big, and it happened everywhere, didn't it? It happened here in Spain and in the UK. I'm assuming it happened everywhere else. And then you look at hypnosis. You look at what hypnosis is and how it's caused. And the old televisions, the analog televisions, right from the beginning, had what was called a flicker rate, and the flicker rate is just the pulses that it puts out. Okay. Now, the flicker rate on the old analog televisions used to put people into hypnosis between 20 and 30 minutes into watching. Right? It would induce hypnosis. Now, that was powerful. And the more that you watched TV, the faster that you went into hypnosis. So, just to describe what hypnosis is, you've got a guardian on the gate here that says, I'm calling bullshit, I'm calling bullshit. When you go into hypnosis, the guardian goes for a cup of coffee. And so the information can go in, and there's nobody to stop it. If you allow it to go in, there's nobody to stop it. Okay? So, the old televisions used to induce hypnosis, and of course they worked beautifully. However, the digital TVs have a flicker rate that is so high that it induces trance within the first 30 seconds of having the TV on. Within the first 30 seconds. And I believe that they induce trance at a much deeper level. Right, so how long has digital TV been out? I don't know. A good few years now. And people have been watching the TV. And we've got a digital TV, but we unplugged it from we only watch films. That's it. That's the only thing that we watch on the TV. I mean, you've got to protect yourself because the films are filled with stuff, filled with suggestions. However, that's what we do. We haven't watched conventional TV unless we're in a bar or at somebody else's house. Okay, but I'm very aware that when I'm in a bar and the TV's on, my eyes keep going to the TV. I can't stop watching it. And one of the reasons is I'm watching to hear all the shit. Like going, oh my God, look, because I've got to be hyper alert because I don't want that to filter into my unconscious. But also I'm aware that the television is hypnotic. It draws you to it. So They brought out the digital. They can induce mass hypnosis within 20 seconds. Okay? And that's what they've done. And what I'm aware of is this. Like, I speak very, very critically about the TV. But I'm aware that if I talk about the TV badly to the people who were hypnotized by the TV, they get really angry. My Spanish family, if I say the TV tells lies, the TV doesn't tell you the truth, they get really angry. And they stick up for the TV. Literally, they stick up for it. My father-in-law never watched TV very much. He worked, and then he retired. And he used to criticize one of these, like in Spain they have these afternoon programs and evening programs where they just talk like gossip about shit about everybody. And he used to say, I can't understand how people can watch that. It's such a waste of time. And he watches it all the time now. He loves it. He watches it. What's that about? Well, that's about hypnosis. That's about, it's almost like an addiction that they've got to the TV. So this is why I think we are where we are. This is why the digital TV has put people into such deep hypnosis, almost somnambulism. Somnambulism is Walking Dead. Somnambulism is I'm not here. And that's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm seeing in the world, that when somebody's in a somnambulistic trance and you haven't induced it, right? Understand that when somebody's in trance, right? When the hypnotist puts somebody into trance, he says that at all times you will be aware of my words and you will respond to my words, okay? My words, not anybody else's. So other people can talk to the people in hypnosis and that won't affect them. They're not listening out. They've got one voice that they're listening out for. And this is why I believe that when we are telling people things, they literally cannot hear it. They cannot see it. They can't process it. Why? Because they're in such deep trance. Remember, most people watch television 8 hours a day, something awful like that. They're in such deep trance that they can't hear us. Our voices can't reach them because they are waiting to hear the voice of their commander. They're waiting to hear the voice of their hypnotist. And that's where we are. Somebody a long time ago said, a couple said, if the televisions were all taken out of the houses, all problems would stop in the world. And I thought that was an exaggeration. I don't now. I truly believe it. If televisions were unplugged, all problems would stop. People would come out of hypnosis and they would say, what the fuck has just happened? Yeah. But for the moment, they're in deep trance. That's it. The television's doing it. Will it ever change? I don't know. Well, it certainly will. I know that. It's going to change. However, for the moment, I really don't think that there's any way of reaching these people. As long as their master gives them a daily fix and tells them exactly what they need to think, what they need to do. And hence the fact that people are still walking around with masks, because the TV is suggesting that maybe for safety you should. You know? So this is where we are. I do believe that the television, the digital TV, has had such a significant... They brought it in. Remember, they tried the whole virus thing over and over again, and it just wasn't doing it. People weren't taking it seriously. They knew that they had to do something big. And I think one of the big things was changing to digital, getting people into super trance. And obviously tons of other things like fluoriding the water and medicating half of the nation or on medication. God only knows what the implications are of that. So that's where we are. So television is really our enemy. It truly is. It's our enemy. It's the ally of the baddies and it's the enemy of the goodies. And so the only thing you can do is really just go into your family's room and smash the TVs. You'll really annoy them. But at least for a day, maybe a day, no, they'll probably go out the same day and buy another one. But at least for a period, they won't have that hypnotic induction. And you can't, by the way, you cannot fight that hypnosis. The reason is you would have to induce hypnosis and do balancing techniques in hypnosis for the equal amount of time. And that's just not doable. So the only thing that can undo the hypnosis is the television. And let's just see what happens going forward, where I think maybe the television might be used for good. It might be used to undo what's been done, but we'll see. Okay then, wonderful people, that's all I've got to say on that, and I'd like to know your opinion on that. Do you think digital TV had something to do with it? I will see you next week. Bye-bye.